All right, so on the program this morning, I said it's a homecoming for my guest, who is a prominent voice, not just on this station. When you talk transportation, it's a name you cannot ignore. So today, we're looking at rail renaissance in Nigeria, evaluating the renewed hope agenda in the past 2 years. And joining me in the studios, Dr. Kayode Opeifa. I prefer to call him Comrade, Comrade Kayode Opeifa, Managing Director, Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC. Nice to have you back home, Dr. Opeifa. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Victor. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigeria.
It's a great homecoming.
Everybody.
Yes, it's a great homecoming for you, so you're welcome. This is your studio, right?
Yeah, I was here when it started. That was 29th of May, 2012. I was in this studio with then Governor Fashola, and the Commissioner for Information,
right,
Ibiroba.
Great.
We were all here when it was flagged up.
All right, so look to your left now. You can see a big screen that is showing Lagos roads. What do you make of it? How would you describe it?
Yeah, beautiful, insightful, and necessary. At least it gives you a good view of whatever people calls in to discuss. See, and this is, a lot of people don't know all these exist in Lagos. They say, Lagos need a control room, this room, that room, but this is just a mini control room. And from wherever this is coming from, it shows that there is a control room somewhere. So Lagos, you are protected, and the Lagos traffic,
we're on the move.
The Lagos State government is watching you,
right,
with dignity and with all honesty.
Let's move on. Let's jump on the program this one. I know there will be lots of people that will be willing to speak with you. The homeboy is back home. He is now the managing director of the Nigerian Railway Corporation. First off, let me say congratulations on that appointment. It's 4 months down the line now. How are things faring with you?
Yeah, it's all good. And let me tell you, let me confess straight away that this is one of my toughest assignments. I thought the Lagos one was tough, but this is tougher, and it's. I don't see challenges; I see opportunity.
That's right.
So I see it as the best opportunity I have to serve my country.
Yeah, a tough man indeed. So definitely, this shouldn't be too much to rock you off. I'm sure things are going to be picking up. But let's just look at the most recent thing which you just did right now, and that's the kind of compass that you're bringing in as relates to landmark partnerships between the Nigerian Railway Corporation and the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, PCNG. Talk to me. What was that partnership all about?
Yeah, thank you very much. That is at the center of the mobility sector with regards to this administration, the presidential administration. On that, I mean, I'm talking of the presidential CNG initiative. And when the president came on May 29, 2023, and he made that very, very impactful statement, subsidy is gone. A lot of things just went into the spiral, just went into spin, and everybody was wondering how it's going to happen. But people did not know that prior to that, the president had so many opportunity that he's going to go on a gas revolution, that he has something in the offing. And when he came up with the PCNGI, or you say PICNG project, I had the opportunity to be part of it at the early stage.
Okay.
And I was convinced that the president actually really had an idea of what he wanted to do. And going down the lane, becoming the MD of the Nigerian Railways, we were confronted with a lot of issues, especially the operational issues,
right.
Operation costs, especially with diesel. You will say, they've not been using gas in many parts of the world. They use electricity, but they still produce this electricity by firing gas or whatever.
Right.
So one of the things that was in my mind is that I need to bring down this cost to be competitive and to be able to deliver our socioeconomic gains. And we found that we spend so much on diesel and electric bills. And we believe if we can convert our generators on one side, if you can convert anything that is convertible from diesel to CNG, we will bring down cost of operating those equipments. And if we can also convert our locomotives to alternatives, apart from electricity, which is not readily available for now. So prior to my resumption, the corporation had already completed conversion using LNG, which is another form of gas, because CNG is possible as at that time, but the problem of carrying so many skids on the track. So they completed with CNG. We operated it, and we found that it will save us 70% on diesel cost.
Wow.
Now, what about the other things? You can't power everything. We can't put stations in 26 to 30 states of Nigeria. We now have to look at some other things. So we went into discussion with the PICNG team, and we came up with series of things that can be done.
Which is very, very good. So now that there's an MOU that's been signed, right?
Yeah, we signed an MOU.
Does this signal a radical change in your operations now?
No, this is even beyond radical change. It's going to be tremendous, because we're going to see us from the area of empowerment of young people, because in the terms of diesel utilization in this country, among federal corporations, Nigerian Railway will rank 1 or 2. I think only the military will be ahead of us, in my own thinking. And so we have a lot of expertise in diesel engine utilization, maintenance, and the rest. So we are, number one is to retrofit all our diesel powered engines to CNG. Then number 2 is to develop a curriculum, which has been developed already. Introduce a curriculum into our training school. We have, apart from training our staff, we also train members of the community in a 3-year program.
Oh, you have a training school for Nigerian Railway Corporation?
Training school, the 4 training schools are even at the heart of the corporation.
Wow.
And there is one just close to you here at Tejo Show. That's where they train electrical, mechanical, and the signal things. And you have students there going through a 3-year course where they do the NAPTEC exam, trade 1, trade test, and they are free to move into the world to make life better for themselves or join the Nigerian Railway. Then we have in Enugu, then we have in Kafanchan, we also have in Zaria.
Beautiful. All these partnerships is meant to bring a whole lot of things to a brighter level for the Nigerian Railway and improve things. But let's bring it home. You're back home to Lagos, so let's talk about it now. What's the relationship you have with Lamata, for instance?
Okay, you are taking me deep into what we've been doing in the last 2 years, right?
Right, yes.
Now, you see, one of the programs we came up with under the current administration is the Railing with the States. And we also have what you call the track access program. Now, with Lamata, we have an extensive relationship, which is about the biggest for now among all the states, especially on the red line. This has been a long-standing relationship dating back to when Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was governor of Lagos State under the Greater Lagos Rail Project. But currently, what you have now is that the red line is co-sharing the same track with the Lagos-Ibadan train. And what we have there now is, you see the Lagos State government under a track access program, which we have now named the Railing with the States. Utilizing that corridor, making that corridor more efficient, bringing out the best functionality from that corridor, and making the national government to really get good return on investment from that corridor, and also putting the dividend of democracy from national assets to state assets to the people of Lagos and Ogun State. So the relationship we have now is to make sure that the Lagos rail system, which is the biggest now in Nigeria, is at maximum use and can bring the biggest dividend to the people of Lagos, and by extension 10% of Nigerians, because 10% of Nigerian population actually resides in Lagos,
which is very, very true. So, but I mean, taking it to other states now, you said you have this kind of partnerships with other states as well. Apart from Lagos, which other states?
We are with Plateau State, Railing on the Plateau. And the test run was completed last year, and if not for what happened in Plateau State few months ago, the program will have kicked up, and by June 12, around June 12, this program is coming back. Plateau State government at partner Nigerian Railway to get back the Jos to Kuru line up, and they will be picking people from Jos to Bukuru in the first instance, and then later, and this will save people a lot of out-of-pocket expenses from 700 to 800 naira on the normal scale. The program will be charging 200 naira.
Great! Wow, that's a massive leap, really.
Yeah.
Right. What about Abuja? Any relationship with the Abuja Mass Transit City?
Yeah, I was fortunate to be the Secretary of Transport when that line was commissioned. Right now, we could share same location at the Idu station, and there is tremendous collaboration in terms of facilities. In terms of movement, the Abuja track is unique in the sense that it is on its own, built by the Abuja Federal Capital Territory Authority, and they are on their own, except for expertise for human capacity exchange. It might interest you that the first 1 year of that line was managed by Nigerian Railway.
Wow.
And so the relationship still continues. Then you also have Ogun State. Ogun State is working hard now to extend the Lagos Red Line project to Abeokuta.
But do they have their own domestic rail line?
Domestic, they're planning to extend the Lagos Blue Line to Agbara.
Okay.
And then take advantage of co-share as well, which is cheaper and better. And they're also in the plan now to extend the Lagos Ibadan also to the other axis.
Which will be very, very good. But apart from all these states you mentioned, none
then
other
you have
states?
Kaduna State.
Okay.
I was on the phone with the governor some few weeks ago, and Kaduna is also working hard to take one of the lines of the Nigerian Railway to move their citizens. So also Kaduna is working to use the Minna-Kaduna track to move people from Minna in Niger State to Kaduna on a daily basis. And also you have Borno. Borno is at an advanced stage to conclude their own intra-city trail, taking advantage of the national track of the Nigerian Railway Corporation. Then I was in Abia and Enugu recently, and the two states are working hard to take advantage of the Port Harcourt to Aba line. That is for the Abia state government, and as soon as the line gets back to Enugu, any moment starting, the Enugu state government is also discussing. However, Enugu government is also collaborating and using our facilities and our assets to develop modern transportation infrastructure.
So, touching down on the renewed hope agenda of this government and what plans they have for real transportation, what's it looking like? I mean, in terms of infrastructure, where are we with that? What's the renewed hope agenda saying? For the past, since 2007 or so, I've been in government one way or the other, and I have an idea of what's happening at the federal and subnational state. I would say, also based on facts of history, that this government probably has been the biggest spender or biggest investor in the transportation sector under the renewed hope agenda. One, the government is continually completing projects in the rail sector. Now, the government is also paying outstanding liabilities from past government, and this government is also expanding the existing national asset. You are aware the Lagos Kano line is now going to commence from Ibadan again, taking the line to Abuja. That's commencing. Then the Port Harcourt Maiduguri, which is currently at Aba, is now moving on to Enugu to expand. Then there is also plan to connect by the way, this government completed the Port Harcourt Aba line, which was started by the previous administration, and is taking it up to Enugu. So it has been completed now?
It's operational. You have more people inside that train than the Lagos Ibadan.
You mean it?
I've used it.
Wow.
After a while, people move from Port Harcourt to Aba to do business in the morning, and they return in the afternoon. If you are in that train, after a while, you won't be able to move.
Wow.
Because the people are so much that they don't care standing. And the line is extending to Umuahia and Enugu under this administration.
Which is good.
Then there's also the plan to link this administration also completed the extension into the Apapa port for the standard gauge, and there is plan to now take it to Tinkan.
We'll talk about that, of course. We'll talk about shipment of cargo, making use of the rail corridor. But the Aba network, you said, is fully operational.
Oh my God.
Are making good use of it. So in terms of penetration for rail transportation in Nigeria, you would say that we're really advanced?
Oh my God, we moved. And that's why I said this administration under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had demonstrated the biggest capacity of expansion in the history of this country. You would go back in history between the beginning of, let's say, 1912 to 1960. We built so much rail lines, almost 3,000 kilometers. The next 60 years is like we did little or nothing until the Obasanjo government came up with the expansion program and nothing was constructed. Even the Abuja Kaduna that was started was not actually actualized until Buhari came. I'm talking of the last 10 years now, where we have done so much. And what you now see under this administration is to link all the dots that were left with the massive investment under the Buhari administration. Buhari completed the Warri Itape. He completed the Abuja Kaduna line, and he started the Abuja and Lagos Ibadan completed it. What this government has done is to complete the Port Harcourt Aba that was started by the Buhari administration, complete the extension of the standard line into the port that was started by the Buhari administration, invested in massive investment in rolling stocks to support the operations of this line, and has now completed plans to blow up all these lines to completion from Lagos to Abuja and the Port Harcourt to Maiduguri, and has also introduced new lines which will be unveiled.
We'll talk about those lines as well. So lots of massive infrastructure is coming on stream for rail transportation, and this is also helping to improve penetration of the use of rail transportation in Nigeria. Standard gauge, how many of them do we have?
We have operational now. We have 4.
4. Okay, that's the Lagos Ibadan standard rail gauge, the Abuja.
No, so effectively 3. Let's put effectively. I don't want to add the port one to it.
Right. So that's the
Lagos Ibadan standard gauge.
Okay.
The Abuja Kaduna standard gauge. Then you have the Warri Itape. Then the 4th one is the Abuja Rail Mass Transit, which is subnational.
Wow.
Because that one too is standard gauge and is double track.
All right, let's see if we can expand this discourse beyond the studios now to have input, because people are already sending messages. 08099120777, 09153877127. If you're wondering who I have in the studios with me this morning, I have Dr. Kayode Opeifa, who is the Managing Director of the Nigerian Railway Corporation, and I was the former Commissioner for Transportation in Lagos. You know him so well. And of course, he's the homeboy coming home back to Traffic Radio this morning. And I can tell you, it's a very, very big boss for us to have him on the program. All right, 09153877127. A message here. It says, good morning, sir. It's a great... Okay, let's take this call first of all. Hello there.
Good morning, Victor.
Good morning.
And good morning to Dr. Opeifa.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome back to Lagos, Baba.
I've always been in Lagos.
You are a good boy. You ran away to Abuja, but thank God you're back.
Thank you very much.
One very thing that's giving us problem is Works Road rail crossing.
Okay.
What is being done concerning that place? Because it has increased our problem in Ikeja, which we thought has been solved by the bridges they've done. But now, closure of that place is now a big problem around Ikeja axis, afternoon and evening. Thank you for what you've been doing on the national one. Please assist us in Lagos.
What's your name? What's your name again?
Babatunde from Egbeda.
All right, Babatunde from Egbeda. Thank you so much. Okay, so the level crossing, that's by the PWD, yes. It has been a big issue in recent time. People are asking, why was it closed and all of that?
I think the Lagos state government closed it for safety reasons. Level crossings are permitted by the Nigerian Railway Corporation when requested by the subnationals, either the state or the local government. So they also have the responsibility to determine the appropriateness of its use. So, and that place requires an overhead bridge, which the federal government is committed to providing. Because when we were running only the Lagos rail, I mean the federal rail, the frequency was not much. Now with the red line, the frequency is much, and for safety reasons, it is, I think the state found it most appropriate to put it down. I think it's for safety reasons.
All right, we'll see how that pans out. 09153877127. Dr. Kayode Opeifa is our guest on the program this morning, and most of you are speaking. This one says, good morning, sir. It's a great pleasure to hear Comrade Opeifa after a long while. Congratulations on your new appointment, sir. In fact, your efforts on Lagos Traffic Management Road laid the foundation for BRT as we enjoy today, and I'm sure this is what justifies your current appointment. It says, I recalled you had a loyal, reliable ally in Tajuddin Agbede, then before NURTW became player in children's hands as seen today. So please, what are your plans to return the haulage rail system to reduce truck crashes on our roads? Thank you. This is coming from Oluwaloko. Oluwaloko, thank you so much for that one.
Yeah, thank you. That's the second project and one of the very important one under the current, and that is freight by rail revolution.
Right.
What we are working hard to get the Lagos Kano narrow gauge in full operation.
Let's take this call. He's been holding on. Hello there.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. My name is Oluwayimika.
Oluwayimika, nice to hear from you.
Yes, Comrade Comrade Oteri Opeifa. Now, what my own what I want to raise, the issue I want to raise is this pen cinema.
Okay.
Please, no, we need pedestrian bridge in that place. That's a pen cinema. I don't know whose responsibility it will be to provide pedestrian bridge for.
Is it for the rail?
Yes, for that, yes. Because that, if you see old people trying to cross at that pen cinema underneath the bridge, please, that is an appeal. Please, we need pedestrian bridge at
you mean on the rail track? Cinema. On the rail track, right?
Yes.
Oh, you mean behind the railway police station?
Yeah, you're crossing the railway line
from around Panoda, right?
Yes, from Agege, to the to the other side there, for people crossing. So if you see old people, the way they are struggling,
I know
yes,
right.
Please, it's an appeal, sir.
Okay, all right. We've taken note of that. Oluwayimika, thank you so much. Is it possible for us to have a pedestrian bridge?
It's not impossible. Nothing is impossible. Okay. It's just with the funding, we'll see what I understand what he's talking about.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people have to cross that side, and there appears to be one ditch that's there. And
ordinarily, the place should be fenced off.
Right.
Nobody should be crossing at that point.
Let's take this call. Hello there. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Victor.
Yeah. Good morning.
And Doctor himself.
Good morning, sir.
A biochemist turned a genius in the transport sector.
We thank God.
This is Andrew on the line, sir.
Andrew from Ikorodu, Abi.
No, from Mile 2.
Mile 2, Andrew is on my phone.
Morning,
as Andrew the monitor.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Double congratulations. My first twins share the same birthday with you.
Okay, great.
Wow, that's
God
great.
bless you.
Thank you.
And God will keep you all in Jesus' name. A quick one. I listened to you aptly on the progression of the railway and the synergy with Lamata, Lagos State government. People will say you left Lagos. You've not left Lagos because you are Opeifa. You are Opeifa already. So Echo is in you. The truth be told, things are working. Why will things work? It depends on how passionate one is. What you can live and die for, that is what I call passion, the flair for it. You have it,
You reconstructed, transformed last mile while you were there as SA, as commissioner. All these things, we are seeing it. When I went to Abuja, during when you were secretary to transport there, I went there, I saw some changes. Introduced what the pay setter, you borrowed some things from Lagos down there, and it's working till now.
Right.
Those things are there to stay. And people will always complain. People don't want change. Change is constant. But the thing is, why don't we show love to what is going on? The railway line, Ikeja along, it was Ilezik. On the 4th, Sunday 4th, I'm not mistaken, Sunday 4th of May,
Okay.
I saw somebody breaking it with a rock. You know, rock is more stronger than, not hammer. It's stronger than hammer in some ways, breaking it. That time, it wasn't up to about 20 meters. Now it's more than 150 meters they've broken. And they're taking, it's a 3-course, what we call 3 coaches, 3-course height of, what is it called? Lane of blocks.
Right.
To separate the rail line and the road. They break it, and it is, these are brothers from the north that are doing it. It's not gainsaying.
You cannot confirm that. You cannot confirm that.
No, it's confirming.
But
because
go ahead.
Another day I caught somebody, the person injured me.
Right.
After that, the person injured me.
Okay.
So help was not coming from anywhere. People say, leave am now, you the government, now you get this thing. That is what I'm saying. If one is doing something right and people are drawing it down, it doesn't get better.
Okay.
So they've taken everything, almost more than 150 meters there now. They've broken it. Even electric poles, they do it to electric poles. I've told NEPA.
Where's the location again?
No, it's not, I know.
Ikeja along. If you are coming from Ikeja along.
Ikeja along.
As you approach at the
Yes, as you
junction.
approach before that church. There's
Okay.
one church there before you get to that church there.
Right.
That is one.
The
And two,
media was broken and the iron rods taken out.
Okay. Yeah, quickly,
Yes.
Andrew, quickly.
And two, I want to commend you for the approach you brought to Nigeria Railway. I've been seeing cargo railing. Let me use that cargo railing. Unlike many years ago, maybe some people don't want it. I don't know why. I've seen it in their hundreds within a day. Sometimes when I pass a bouquet meter, they will stop us, say they want to take the cargo, wants to pass through and so on.
Right.
And I see it along the Agege and so on. And even out of Lagos. It's a good thing. It saves cost and time and safety. Many things are supposed to be done. And the synergy, the CNG and synergy.
Right.
And the CNG you want to introduce that will reduce about 70% cost that you talked about is a good thing. We pray all this thing works.
Right.
There are many things to talk. I hope to
What
see
time?
Oga for that. Thank
Andrew,
you.
don't talk
All
everything.
right. Thank you so much, Andrew. Messages streaming in for you. This one says, good morning, Dr. Opeifa. Good to have you back on air, sir. So, what are the most notable successes the NRC has recorded in the past 2 years? Shehu Ibrahim is sending that one in. Thank you so much. Let's take this call. Hello there.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Dr. Awoson.
Dr. Awuson, nice to have you on the program.
It's my pleasure to speak to my comrade.
Doctor, good
Comrade
morning.
Opeifa is committed and he has the competence. I just want to appeal to him to double his efforts so that we can establish nationwide a railway system that is formidable.
Okay.
I think that is the shortest way out of all this trailer collapsing on people here and there.
All right.
Really, we have caused so much incidents in that regard.
Okay.
And that was a time when the railway was formidable. There were fewer trailers on the
The
road.
formidable railway is back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have what we call the freight by rail revolution. So what we are doing now is building the capacity.
We thank God that we have a man who is committed and who is competent.
All right then.
So let us use this opportunity to build up.
Thank you so much, Mr. Awuson. We really want to appreciate you. I know lots of people want to speak with Dr. Opeifa this morning.
Let me quickly address this issue of freight by rail.
Yes.
It's a revolution now.
Okay.
Whether we like it or not, that was what started the railway.
Back in the days.
In the days, it was to move cargo, and it will also move passengers. And it's just that we're on radio. I will have shown you videos of what it used to be and it even moves sticks. It moves bicycles of those days. And right now, we are moving trucks from the Apapa port down to Ido for people to continue their journey. We are moving from Apapa port down to railway yard to continue their journey. We're also moving from, that's on both narrow and standard gauges. We're also moving from there to Ibadan. We are moving from there to Papalanto, and we are moving from there to Ilorin.
So more people are making use of.
So more people are making use of it now, and from there they continue there. And we have requests now that we are finding it difficult to even meet it, the demand.
So the demand
for people
is so high.
to move from Kano to Lagos, to move from Minna to Lagos, to move from Kaduna to Lagos, and on the Warri Itakpe route, even though the track are yet to get into the port at One, the AKK pipelines, Ajaokuta, Kaduna, Kano pipeline were actually moved from the port by road to our yard, and from our yard to Itakpe, and from Itakpe all the way to the north.
Which is
so
very,
the
very
capacity good. Is what we are building on, and we must thank the president who is providing the funds for this infrastructural improvement. What we just require from people is to stop vandalizing the tracks and our infrastructure, because once you vandalize them, it costs much more money to bring them back, and they also affect, not only do they affect the train, they also cause accidents.
That's very true. More reactions coming in. This one says, Dr. Opeifa, how has freight rail improved since you assumed office? Are businesses using the railway more now? You didn't put your name, but I think that's what he just said now. Thank you so much. This one says, good morning, Mr. Victor and Dr. Opeifa. Are there plans to connect more states like Ekiti to the rail system? Thanks. Samuel Ajayi is sending that one in. Do you have any plans with Ekiti on?
Yeah, there is I'm not going to talk just about Ekiti. The current Lagos to Abuja Kano line has a spur from Osogbo to Ado Ekiti.
Oh.
So as soon as the train gets to Osogbo, in the next priority, Ekiti should just be expecting a spur.
Okay.
Then also, I'm aware train is on his way to Ondo State. Train is on his way to Ijebu-Ode, Shagam.
Right.
Train is on his way to Lekki, Deep Sea Port. Train is on his way to I'm trying to see those who don't have before. Onitsha, Benin, and so many other parts. So the plan of the government is to take train to major cities in Nigeria. Also, the developmental commissions just established, the Southeast Development Commission, Southwest, South. They are also now putting together their intra-city regional rail system that will connect to the national.
I wish I can take
one. The train is coming to major cities.
All right. This one says, Dr. Opeifa, given past incidents like the Abuja Cardinal attack, a lot of persons like myself have been discouraged from using the rails for interstate travel. What specific steps has the NRC taken in the past 2 years to secure both passengers and infrastructure? Dennis is sending this one in from Oshodi. Dennis, thank you so much. In terms of protection of passengers, what are you guys doing?
We thank God, at least in the past, beyond the past 2 years, you have not seen any incidents.
Any kind of that.
So what we have done, we don't need to keep saying it. We're doing a lot. And thanks to our military, thanks to the vigilante, thanks to the men of the Nigerian Railway, and thanks to the federal government for providing the funds. So a lot is going on. So you are safe. The rail remains the safest.
Okay.
Land mode of transportation. So keep using the train.
Which is good. So let's talk about our own partnership. You've done your own partnership with PCNG. Let's talk about NRC and Traffic Radio. What are we doing?
Let me talk a little bit before I come to Traffic Radio.
Yeah, because of time.
The partnership with CNG is also beyond those two I mentioned.
All right.
It's also to encourage Nigerians on what it is about. So we are giving them adverts opportunities on our coaches as they move about. They are going to establish model stations and conversion stations at some of our railway properties that will make the gas more accessible to Nigerians. And then also we are also going to make available at training schools to Nigerians at free of charge.
All right. I wish this
And then
conversation can continue.
with Lagos Traffic Radio, we will now expand our relationship beyond you just mentioning rail lines.
All right.
We will start sending people here on regular basis.
Beautiful.
And if time permits, we may look for a program
on the station.
On the station.
Oh, that would be pretty good.
Nigeria.
Of course, we'll be doing some rail reports from the standard rail gauge, but this will also mean that we expand scope to cover other areas across the country.
Yeah.
Dr. Opeifa, this conversation can continue on and on, but of course, time not really our friend. Let me say a very big thank you to you for making it through to the studio this morning, even at very, very short notice. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, and I want Nigerians to please support all efforts by this government on this revitalization program, and I will use this opportunity to thank Mr. President for giving me this opportunity to work here and to also say happy second year anniversary, happy second administration anniversary.
All right then. So the lone accident of a tanker at Ibeju Bridge in Ekpe, I understand, has been taken off, so it's a much better drive right now. We have to go. Mike James has produced the program, and I say a big thank you to Peter Marcelino in the building, our social media team, Okpeyemi Shodunke and Remy Aluko, and of course our executive producer Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. I'm out. Stay very much within. Have a great Monday. Bye.